All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Maria, and I am the owner and operator of ARKA Yoga Collective, which is a studio in Britannia Beach. Today, I went on a little hike in my backyard and gained a lot of elevation in a really short amount of time. And I thought it would be really great to record just like a quick post-hike yoga-y type stretch that you can do anytime, anywhere. The beauty of the internet, it's a real thing. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll meet in a child's pose. So just bring your knees wide, toes together, hips to your heels, and slowly walk yourself down so your forehead rests to the floor. Take a few breaths here, in and out through your nose. Awesome. From here, you can stay as you are or option to interlace your hands behind you. And if you do choose to do that, start lifting your hands up and away from your low back. And this is great if you were wearing a pack at all during your hike today, which can often cause us to kind of round the spine. Let's do one more breath in here. One more breath out. And then slowly let that go. And pull yourself up into a tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees, and let's rock out just a couple cat-cows here. So inhale, drop your belly, tilt your tailbone, look up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, round your spine, draw your chin to your chest, press the floor away from you. Again, inhale, belly down, gaze up. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Let's do one more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Inhale yourself back into a neutral spine. And as you exhale, tuck your toes under, send your hips up and back to your first downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet a couple of times here and work on tilting your tailbone up towards the ceiling. So if that means bending your knees in order to achieve that shape, know that that is a very welcome modification. Keep bringing your head roughly in between your biceps. Tilt your tailbone up, looking towards your feet. Take one more big breath in and a complete breath out. Good. Then lift your right leg up with an inhale. Now stack your hips as you exhale. So what that means is just pulling your heel in towards your glute. Work on pointing your right knee up towards the ceiling. I like to move my gaze underneath my right armpit as well. Perhaps even working on anchoring your left heel down to the ground. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Good. And then inhale, straighten out your right leg, reach it up. Exhale, pull your knee in towards your nose and your nose towards your knee. Inhale, send your right leg up again. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose again. Hold it here for a breath in. Look forward and step your foot in between your hands as you breathe out. Then drop your back knee down to the ground and untuck your back toes. From here, I'll get you to heel toe your right foot out to the outside edge of your mat and bring both hands to the inside edge of your right foot. Now, we can totally stay here. This is already activating a stretch in through my hip flexor. And the more I roll out onto the outer edge of my foot here, the more I can feel it through my inner thigh. So you choose where you want to go, right? We can stay here. This is a great stretch. Or maybe you're kind of feeling the hankering to drop down onto your forearms. And that'll just go a little deeper. Maybe you'd like to push your knee open a little bit more. Again, you choose where you want to go. And let's do one more breath in. And one more breath out. Awesome. Now bring your palms back down to the ground and press yourself up. Keep your right foot where it is, but plant the sole of your foot down to the ground. Now I'm going to get you to heel toe that right foot back in through center and then frame it with both hands. From here, tuck the back toes under, firm up your back leg, step your right foot back. Find your high plank. Take a big breath in, shift forward, then exhale, lower halfway or all the way. And then untuck your toes, press the floor away, upward facing dog, big breath in, pike your hips up and back, downward facing dog as you breathe out. Then lift your left leg up, inhale. Stack your hips as you exhale. Point your left knee up towards the ceiling. See if we can anchor the right heel down to the ground. Lift your knee, pull your heel in towards your glute as best you can. Look underneath your left armpit. Good. One more big inhale. And a complete exhale. And then inhale, straighten out your left leg. As you exhale, pull your knee in towards your nose in towards your knee. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Good. Hold here for a breath in. And then step your foot in between your hands. As you breathe out, drop your back knee down. Heel toe your left foot to the outside edge of your mat. Both hands to the inside edge of that left foot. And again, option. Stay lifted. Lower down. Perhaps roll out to the outer edge of your left foot. Maybe use your hand as a bit of additional leverage. You choose. Good. One more big breath in here. And a bigger breath out. Awesome. And then plant your foot back down to the ground as you push yourself back up. Heel toe your left foot back in through center and then frame it with both hands. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee and step your left foot back. Take a breath in, high plank. I should have given the option the first time, but we can always lower the knees and lower the chest all the way down to the ground. Roll your shoulders up and back, baby cobra instead of up dog. Inhale. Press back to tabletop and then downward facing as you exhale. So just two different options for a slightly modified flow if you're craving a little bit of a reset after a bit more of an intense hike, or maybe you just like intensity and want to go full send all the time, and that's totally cool too. You choose, right? Okay, let's keep going. Inhale, bring your right leg up again. Exhale, pull your knee to your nose again, nose to your knee. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold here, breathe in. Look forward, step your foot in between your hands as you breathe out. Drop your back knee down. This time, heel toe your right foot to the opposite end of your mat and drop your knee down to the ground. Okay, untuck the back toes. Perhaps press the top of your back foot down into the mat and stay lifted. Feel this stretch through the outer hip. It's kind of like a proud pigeon pose. Good, just a few breaths here. All right, now from here, option to stay, right? We don't have to move if we don't want to. Otherwise, tuck the back toes under, firm up the back leg, okay? Listen carefully. Step your right foot out to the left, flip your back heel down, fall in triangle, lift your left arm up. Look up towards the ceiling, big breath in. Back into pigeon pose as you exhale. Plant your left hand down, knee to the outside edge of your wrist, left knee down to the ground. Stay lifted if you want to, or lower down. Good, one more big breath in, and a full breath out. Awesome. From here, press back up onto your palms, tuck the back toes under, firm up the back leg, step your right foot back. Find your high plank. Big breath in, lower halfway or all the way as you exhale. Inhale to find your back bend, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, press back to downward facing. Good. Lift your left leg up, inhale. Knee to nose to knee as you exhale. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, do it again. Knee to your nose. Hold here as you breathe in. Look forward, step your foot in between your hands as you breathe out. Drop your back knee down. Okay, heel toe your right foot to the other edge of your mat and bring your knee down towards your wrist. Untuck the back toes. Good. Back into our pigeon pose. You can again stay lifted and stay here if you want to. Or let's dial this up just for a few breaths. Tuck the back toes under, firm up the back leg. Press yourself up and then thread your left leg in between your right leg and your right arm. Then reach your right arm up. Look up towards the ceiling, lift your hips. Big breath in, and then reverse it, come back down into our pigeon as you exhale. Whew, that's good. Stay lifted or lower down. Good. Press yourself back up, tuck the back toes under, firm up your leg, step your left foot back, high plank, breathe in, lower halfway or all the way as you exhale. Inhale to find your back bend of choice, exhale, press back to down dog. Good, just a couple more moves here. Inhale your right leg up again, exhale, just look in between your hands and step your foot there. Good. Now straighten out your front leg and plant your back heel down to the ground. So if you need to narrow out your stance, know that that is a great option. From here, you can take your hands onto your shin. If you want to, if you've got the mobility, fold deeper over your leg and tent your fingers to either side of your front foot. Think about pulling your nose down towards your knee for this pyramid pose. Right? We should feel this stretch through the hamstring and through the calf of our front leg, maybe even through the calf of your back leg as you keep pressing heels down into the ground. Send your right hip back and swivel your left hip forward to get a little deeper into your front leg. Think about drawing your nose down towards your knee. Good, one more big breath in. And a complete breath out. Awesome. Rebend into your front leg enough so that you can plant both hands down to the ground and then step your right foot back and just come into down dog. Take a full breath in. And a complete breath out. And then send your left leg up with a breath in. And look forward, step your foot in between your hands as you breathe out. And again, same thing, straighten out your front leg, plant your back heel down, back toes turn to about 45 degrees. And then fold over your front leg again. Hands can come onto the shin or tent down to either side of your front foot. Send your left hip back, swivel your right hip forward. Keep your heels rooted down into the ground and fold over your front leg. This side is way tighter for me today. So just notice those subtle differences in both sides of your body. It's very normal for us to have a greater range of motion in one side of the body versus the other. So just take that little inventory check. Take one more inhale, one more exhale. Awesome. And then rebend into your front leg, plant both hands down to the ground, step your left foot back, downward facing dog, lift your hips. Good. And then drop both knees down to the ground. And then from here, sit down onto either hip. Bring your legs out in front of you. From here, I'll invite you to come down onto your back. And maybe make a cactus shape with your arms. Take your left leg up with a breath in. And then bring your left ankle onto your right thigh as you breathe out. So you've got this figure four shape with your legs. Next, I'll get you to shift your hips over to the left edge of your mat and allow your legs to fall down to the right. This is a pretty big stretch for the hip. It's a nice twist for the spine. Other options, you can totally just stack your knees on top of each other if this is too much. Or stay here, perhaps move your gaze over your left shoulder. So you're always just looking away from your knees in these spinal twists. And let's do one more breath in. One more breath out. Awesome. And then bring your legs back up and unravel. Bring your left foot back down to the ground. Shimmy your hips to the center of your mat. Lift your right leg up with an inhale. Take your right ankle to your left thigh as you exhale. Shift your hips over to the right edge of your mat and let your knees fall down to the left. Maybe look over your right shoulder this time. Good, let's do one more big breath in. And a full breath out. And then bring your knees back up and unravel your legs. Bring your right foot back down to the ground. Center your hips on your mat and extend each leg out long. And relax your arms by your sides. We'll do a couple moments in Shavasana to close this out because it's the best part. Tuck your shoulders gently underneath you. Allow your eyes to close or your eyelids to heavy. Take up lots of space wherever you are. Bring your legs out wide. And start to unfurrow your brow and unclench your jaw. Let your facial muscles relax. Allow your throat to soften, the back of your neck. Really feel the back of your head anchored down towards the ground. Soften your shoulders. Relax your left bicep, your left forearm, and your left fingers. And then relax your right bicep, your right forearm, and all of the fingers on your right hand. And then slowly bring your attention to your torso. And notice the rise and fall of your belly with each breath in and out. And the feeling of your ribs expand with each breath in and out. And the rise and fall of your chest with each breath in and out. And then relax your hips, your left leg, your right leg, and all of your toes. And stay exactly as you are for a few more breaths. When you feel ready, slowly start to bring movement back into your body. Wiggle out your fingers and your toes. Then roll out your wrists and your ankles. Move a couple of times in both directions. Move your head side to side. Maybe reach your arms up overhead, point your toes. Take a big breath in. And then pull your knees into your chest as you exhale. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourselves a little squeeze. And then slowly, when you feel ready, start to press yourself back up into a seat. And there you have it. A quick 18-ish minute flow to rock out after a hike. Totally could be after a bike or any of your chosen sports. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Save this video, like, subscribe, do your thing. Hope to see you again soon.